Students, very good morning to each and everyone. So, welcome to JP Physics Academy. So, students, today we are going to start that new lesson and that is work and energy. Okay, let us try to know complete information about the work and after that energy. Okay, first of all, today our class let discuss about the work. Let us try to know the information about the work only. Okay, ready students? Directly, let's go to the video. Work, students. How do we define the work? What do you mean by work? How do the physics gives the definition of the work? So, in order to general view, okay, Andy, in order to general view, there are number of definitions of the work, Andy. So, when you do that mental activity, when you do that physical activity, then we can say some work is done on the object. But in the according to the scientific view, the complete different. Okay, na? There are two views, and first one is the general view, and second one is the scientific view. According to the general view, when you do that mental activity, when you do that physical activity, then we can say simply some work is done on the object, okay, na? Or some work is done by the object. But according to the scientific view, there is a complete definition. Complete definition is different, Andy. Okay, na? Let us try to know that the scientific definition according to the scientific view. Okay. So, according to the physics, in the physics there is a single meaning, and there is a single meaning, there is a single definition about the work. What is that? The work is done when the force produces the motion. When the force produces the motion of the body, then we can say some work is done on the object and some work is done by the object also. Okay, now. So, students, when when force applied, when force applied, if the body displaces, or in motion displaces, then some work is done on the object. Some work is done on the object. Okay, students. So, when we apply some force on the object, if it displaces, then only according to the scientific view some work is done on the object. Then only we can say some work is done on the object. For suppose, students, there is a duster. There is a duster. For suppose, if the duster is be at the table, initially the duster is on the table. For suppose if I want to lift the duster from that place of the table to certain height from the table, okay, just like this, just like what I am doing here, I am pulling the duster in upward direction, vertically in upward direction, means in which direction I am applying the force, in that direction only the body also in moves. Yes or no? So in this case, some force is acting on this body. Due to the applied the force, this body can be displacing in vertically upward direction. Then here force is applied, at the same time displacement also acting here, displacement also existing here. That's why we can say some work is done on the object by myself. Okay, understand, students? So, when we apply some force on the body, if it displaces, if it is motion, then we can say some work is done on the object. Otherwise, we can't. Okay, Andy? This is the scientific view. This is a definition of the scientific view, Andy. So, once again, students, according to the scientific view, there is a different definition of the work, Andy. Okay? Work is nothing but when we apply some force on the object, if it displaces, then only we can say some work is done on the object. For example, horse is there. The horse pulls the cart. Then we can say some work is done on the object. Means some work is done by the horse on the cart, bullock cart. Understand? The next example is, for suppose if you are pulling any object. Toy cars are there, for suppose. So generally children they can play with that toy cars only. Okay, na? So if you are pulling the toy cars towards itself, in which direction it does that moves? It can be moving along that in which direction the force is acting on the body, acting on the toy. Okay, you are pulling the toy car towards yourself. Okay, na? Towards yourself. Then what happens here? The toy car also moves along with you, along the direction of the force only. Okay, now. So in this case, students, we have to observe one thing importantly. What is that? The force when we apply on the object, if the force which produces the motion in the body, then only we can say some work is done on the object. Otherwise, we can't do any work. Okay, we can't do say the work is done on the object. Okay, students. Majorly, the work is sorry. The work depends on two factors only. First one is the magnitude of force. Magnitude of force. Okay. The second one is the distance. The distance through which the motion can occur. Means that in which direction the body moves. So here, students, the work is depending upon the two factors only. First one is the magnitude of the force, means amount of the force. Okay, na? The next one is distance through which the body moves, means that in which direction the body is moving. Because of here the three types of work done are there. Positive work done is there, negative work done is there, and zero work done is there. That's why they are specifically mentioned the direction of the motion of the body also. Okay. So let us try to know the each and every one only. Okay. So the work depends on the two factors, magnitude of the force and distance traveled by the body in which direction. Okay, the direction of the motion of the body. The second one is, so work is three types only. First one is that positive work. Okay, positive work. Second one is negative work. And third one is zero work. Okay, zero work. Let us try to know the complete definition and information about these three types of the work done only. So first of all, positive work. What do you mean by positive work? We can say the work is positive when the applied force and the motion of the body, these two are in the same direction. Okay, now if the motion of the body is in the direction of the force, then we can say that work is positive work. If otherwise means that if the body does not move in the direction of the applied force, if the body can move opposite direction to the applied force, then we can say that is a negative work. And third one is when you apply some force on the object, if it doesn't displaces, then we can say that is the zero work. For example, for the zero work only. So I'm completely exhausted that applying the force. Okay, now applying the force on this object. Now applying the force on the wall only. So here the force is applied on the wall, but the wall does not move. When we try to push the wall, the wall does not move. But even though it is some force is applied on the wall. Okay, now here some force is applied on the wall, but the wall does not move. Here force is applicable, but displacement does not exist in here. That's why for W is equals to general formula of the work is W is equals to Fs and force is applicable, displacement is not occurring, means that here displacement becomes a zero, something into 0 is equals 0 only. So means that when some force acts on the body, if it doesn't displaces, then we can say that is as a zero work done. So for suppose if you pull the toy car or the horse pulls the bullock cart towards itself, means that horse is applying the force on the cart and cart is also moving along the horse, means that both of them are in the same direction. That's why it is a positive work. Okay, now for suppose if you throw the ball on the ground level only, what else happens here? Frictional force is acting between the ball and the surface only. Okay, here frictional force acting opposite to the motion of the ball. Frictional force is always acting against to the motion of the ball. That's why ball is moving forward direction, but against direction, opposite direction, the frictional force is acting. Both of them are opposite direction. Frictional forces and the motion of the body two are in opposite direction. That's why we can say here some work is done. That is the negative work only. Okay, now the third case, when we apply some force, when we try to push the wall, it doesn't displaces, then we can say it has a zero work done only. Okay, understand, students? So let us try to know complete information about this work and the energy in the next video only. Okay. So this is end of our today's class only, today's video. Then let's continue our class in the next video only. Okay. Today only I will prepare the video and I will send you. Okay. So if you like this video, please share and like this video, and please don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon for getting the first notifications. Okay, have a great day, Andy. Bye.